Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hejin Lee with a morning update for Bitcoin. Okay, price is on a daily candle chart declining, and that decline is currently sitting at 11,211. If we go to the 4 hours, is just about to sit on this line as support. It broke out of it. So price breached this line, and quite often it retraces 50% of that initial run. You could even sit on this, touch the support again, however another pattern to look at will be this. Now corrections are notoriously difficult to track tick for tick, turn by turn, because there are 36 combinations, and that is a very difficult odds to break. I mean, no doubt about it, we are in a correction. However, and we will get out of this correction. However, trying to go tick for tick in the flicking and changing of the price is always a challenge because no one has a crystal ball. That is why if you try to do a tick for tick, that is why day trading is not advisable. In that way, you're not really following the trend. So, anyways, here is a pattern that's being patterned out. And if this is correct, 10,800 could be a point that could be reached, 10,900 or so. Where it touches. However, if you label this as a triangle, this is a downward trend. So you label it from here. A, B, C, D, and E. If the E is on the top line of the triangle, propensity of the price could be to decline. The other thing to understand is if this is A, B, C of an A, in other words, if we finished a very large A and we're on an A, B, C to maybe 14,000 or so, it has to be higher than A. And then we make it down to 7,600 or so. And we are looking for the B, subwaves of the B. This was very three-wave-ish. So we can call that A. This was very three-wave-ish. We can call that B and C. Would go towards the red B as a subwave. One thing about C waves is C always has 5 subwaves. That means we need to see an impulse, high or high. And that impulse needs to start kicking very soon. If this A, B, C is correct, and if we are working on this B, red B, the subwaves show that we need to have A, B, C, the blue ones, and the subwave of the blue needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can certainly be invalidated, and we can go back to the original wedge pattern. I'll show you in a minute. If we go back, return to our wedge pattern, if the price returns inwards, and I would prefer this. And gives us the 8,000. That would put a very nice fitting ending to this correction, which will be labeled as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if this is a leading diagonal, there is another probability actually, where this whole thing is an A. And then we go B. But I won't get into that right now. I will right now only focus on this. So this has not necessarily gone away, the wedge pattern. If I brought the top line a little lower and the small spike could be considered as a bear wick. Where price breaches momentarily the upper line of the resistance and comes right back inside. That is called a bearish wick. If it comes down here and breaches the bottom line and comes back in, that'll be called a bull wick. And if this is a bearish wick, then it would be a pretty good fitting start to a lower low. Ideally, I would like this to complete. Okay, now I am giving if this, then that, if not, then this type of scenario. And I know that many are just waiting to be spoon-fed the directions and the calls. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. On a correction, there are so many possibilities that ideally you don't trade these downs and ups. During a correction, it's most ideal, at least for me, to stand aside and watch. And once the bottom is hit with a good level of probability confidence, supported by subwaves and MACD and pattern, then I would come in and buy. So here will be my buy zone if this shows to be correct. My first buy zone around this region. And how would I buy? I would ladder in. What's laddering in? For new followers who have not reviewed my tutorials, please do go to the bottom of any of my blog posts and you will see the posts for the tutorials. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. I will continue to do my utmost to provide as much insight into the direction and the range of probable bottom of this correction as much as possible. Thank you and have a great day.